Class, I'm Dr. Scott Hunt. I am the professor for diverse learners, EL5123, for this term. So happy to be with all of you. I wanted to take a few minutes to walk through the course menu today, give you a brief introduction of myself, so that you are prepared for the next 5 weeks. So let's start with an intro. As I said, Dr. Scott Hunt, professor for this course. I've been with ACE for 2 years. Currently, I'm the executive director of field relations for the Ohio Department of Education. Prior to that, I was a local school district superintendent in Ohio for 6 years. I was also in my home district where I live in Northeast Ohio for 15 years. I was the director of college and career readiness. I was a middle school principal for 5 years, high school assistant principal for 5 years, and high school counselor for 4 years. Prior to that, I taught in several districts. A variety of grade levels in K through 12, from middle school to high school, as well as some elementary school counseling. I earned my bachelor's degree in education from Bethany College in Bethany, West Virginia, my master's degree from the University of South Florida, and my doctorate in organizational leadership from Nova Southeastern University. I want to start at the instructor studio with you today so that you know how to get a hold of me. So you will notice here I have my two things: inbox for Canvas and my email. Also listed my cell phone. Sometimes you may find it necessary to contact me via phone or text message, and that's okay. So first and foremost, use the Canvas inbox, which is located over here on the far left menu, so that you can communicate any questions, concerns that you need to directly to me. I check that and I get alerted every day for that inbox. Let's take a little time to go through the course menu. It's very important that you read through the course syllabus. So I'm going to scroll to that, and I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to read through grading. And probably most importantly for you is late work. It's very important in a 5-week course that you submit everything on time when it's due. But I will say this: we know that sometimes there are extenuating circumstances that require you to request additional time. I'm actually quite flexible, and I have no issue with issuing an extension of time. Typically, it's 24-hour extension. But if I don't know, then late submissions will get a deduction, 10% deduction. So I would encourage you to read the late work portion of the syllabus. And as I mentioned, very important that you kind of calendar your work. And I like this feature of Canvas. It lays out specifically for you all of the dates where specific items are due. So, for example, the first thing you'll do in Module 1 is you'll post your discussion on April the 15th, on Thursday. That's your original post. Then you have to respond to 2 peers, and you need to make sure that you have that done on or around Friday, and complete that submission for the discussion board on Sunday. And so this is kind of the rhythm of the course throughout the calendar, and I would encourage you to take a close look at that. Another important thing in Canvas that I use is the announcements. And you can see I've posted many, and some won't actually post until today, which is the 11th. And you will notice in the future, I will have other announcements for each week that will address each of the assignments or any other announcement that pertains to the course. So I'd encourage you to read through the announcements and read them carefully. I'm going to point out to these first 4 announcements. Please read those carefully. And when the videos post for these, I would encourage you to watch the videos. Very important as it really lays out my expectations for the coursework. Let's go to the discussion boards. Discussion boards are located here. And the first one that I want you to look at is the Getting to Know You discussion board. I've already posted here. I would encourage each and every one of you to post specifically to the questions that are posed in the Getting to Know You discussion board prompt. This will give us an opportunity as a class to get to know everyone a little bit better. So please do that Getting to Know You portion. The other important part of the course, in your view, is probably slightly different than my view, but it is the course grade book. So I use the course grade book, of course, to provide you with feedback and to make sure that you have what you need in terms of grades. I would also encourage you to look at the announcement where it shares a video link so that you can see how I provide feedback for the course. We'll go back to the main menu. And I want to show you the assignments. If you're not familiar, all of the assignments are listed by analysis, application, and discussion for each of the modules. And again, I want to make sure that you are able to read through those, make sure that you follow the directions for each of those submissions, and make sure that you submit those on time. So with that, I wish you luck for this course, and please don't hesitate to reach out at any time if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about diverse learners.